I am your instructor, Karen Henry. I wanted to make a video. We did not get a chance to formally meet each other. Got my TV in the background here. um, the first week of school. So I wanted to create a video just to give you all a face to put with a name. And to let you know that I'm very, very excited about this mod. And as always, we are already in week 2. So this mod is going by really fast already. Before you know it, we'll be in week 7.5. Well, I wanted to make a quick video just to congratulate everyone on successfully completing week 1 of this mod. I had an awesome time reading each of your introductions and learning more about each of you, as well as reading your responses to last week's initial discussion post. So great job. All grades have been updated in the grade book, so you should be able to go out and look at your grades. I will be reaching out to any of you who have not yet turned in assignments from last week, because you still have time to do so. So please don't let not getting your work in on time discourage you from still completing it and turning it in, because you will still be able to get a grade for it. Also, there are quite a few of you who have reached out to me via email to let me know that there are some unfortunate circumstances that you were not expecting that arose this past week, and that you may be a little bit late turning in your assignments. Please keep in mind that whenever your instructors are updating the grade book, we have to put a 0 in the grade book at the end of the week when the assignments have passed their deadline. We have to put a 0 there so that we can keep our grade book current. However, whenever we do receive your assignment, then we will grade it and update your grade. So please don't let that discourage you as well. All right, this week's discussion question focuses on the difference between coding conventions and coding guidelines. Now, hopefully you all have familiarized yourself with your ICD-9 coding manual. You'll notice that in the beginning of your coding manual, you've got lots of coding guidelines, which are great. And I would encourage each of you, if you have not done that already, to please look at those coding guidelines and familiarize yourself with them. I think there are 21 chapters in the ICD-9 coding manual. If it's not 21, it's 20. But it breaks down those guidelines by each chapter. Okay. So those are the guidelines. The coding conventions are going to be like your code first notations that are in your tabular list, your use additional code, code first if applicable, excludes and excludes. Those are going to be your coding conventions, and you need to pay close attention to those, because those are going to let you know the correct way to sequence your codes. Okay, so if you get to a code in the tab list, I call it the tab because it takes too much time and too much effort for me to say tabular all the time, so I always say tab list. But you'll notice if you get to a code, let's say the code was the patient has diabetic nephropathy. Okay. When you get to the alphabetic index and you look up diabetes with nephropathy, there's going to be 2 codes. There's going to be one code, it's going to be a 250 point whatever code, and then there's also going to be a code next to it in slanted brackets. What that means is both of those codes need to be reported together. However, the code that's in slanted brackets is going to be sequenced second, because the diabetes code is going to be listed first. Now, when you go to your tabular list to make sure that you have the correct amount of digits, to make sure that the code is coded to the greatest level of specificity, you'll notice that when you get to the code that's in slanted brackets, there should be a codes first notation there. That's a coding convention. It's going to be a codes first notation, and it's going to say code first the underlying condition. Well, the patient wouldn't have diabetic nephropathy if not for them first off being a diabetic, right? If not for them having diabetes. So the diabetes is going to be the known etiology, and the nephropathy is going to be the manifestation of that diabetes. So you're going to code the diabetes first, and then you're going to code the nephropathy code will be second. So hopefully that gives you some insight on your coding conventions. I am here if you guys have any questions at all. Yes, I do have a day job, but I'm just an email away. If you need to call to speak with me, please, of course, send me an email first so that we can set up an appointment, because I want to make sure that whenever you do call me, that I'm able to give you my undivided attention. If I'm at my day job and you call, then I may not be able to really talk to you about whatever questions you have. But if you do send me an email and schedule an appointment, I'll make sure that I'm available at that time to be able to provide you the help or the assistance that you need. I'll be posting lots of YouTube videos, like coding videos for you all to view that will help in this learning process, as well as I will be active in the discussion forum to answer any questions that you all may have. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening and a great start to the week. And I hope you all had a wonderful weekend as well. So, again, it was really, really great meeting you guys last week. And I'm totally looking forward to the remaining 7 weeks that we have together. Good night, everybody.